small business owner, we often turn to accounting software to handle our finances, but we still need to choose from one of three accounting methods: the cash basis method, accrual method, or hybrid method. In the previous video, we discussed the cash basis accounting method. Today, we're going to go over the accrual basis accounting method. It's Miss Tax on Track, back with some of that bookkeeping and accounting knowledge for you. If you missed any videos, do check out our Bookkeeping 101 series on the Tax on Track IGTV. Let's get right into it. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so let's be a little bit swift. Cash basis accounting is easy to use, but accrual accounting, on the other hand, is a little more complex method to use. The main difference between the two is how business profit is shown, which is super important when filing income taxes. In accrual accounting, you record income and expenses when a transaction takes place, even if you don't physically receive the cash or even pay the bill. You use more advanced accounts such as the accounts receivable and accounts payable accounts. You can also track your short-term and long-term liabilities. Accrual accounting uses double entry bookkeeping, my favorite, which we'll discuss in a later video. For example, an accounts receivable would be a company receives a mobile phone bill in January for a past period, December of the previous year. This will be recorded as an expense accrued, meaning services or products were received but not invoiced as of yet. For a revenue, for example, when services or goods have been provided by the company but the payment won't be received until a later date, that is revenue accrued. Accruals are needed for any revenue earned or expense incurred for which cash has not yet been exchanged. Accruals improve the quality of information on financial statements by adding useful information about the short-term credit extended to your customers and any upcoming liabilities that you may have for your lenders. As with everything in business, this too has its pros and cons. Some of the pros of using the accrual accounting method are: you realize the true profit of your business, making the accrual accounting the most popular accounting method because it delivers a more accurate representation of actual profit compared to that of the cash method. Revenue and expenses are calculated when they are realized and based on the time frame they cover. It also makes forecasting completely easy, allowing for future expenses and revenues to be taken into account when the accrual, at which makes for simple business planning. It also aids in creating budgets for the predictability of sales and expenses, allowing companies to run more efficiently. Lastly, it helps with tax savings. Since expenses are accounted for once they are realized, accruals give companies the ability to deduct some expenses on their tax returns before they actually pay for them. A key tax benefit from accrual is being able to recognize depreciation of certain assets as a deduction, which in return saves money on your taxes. Now, on to some of the cons of accrual accounting. The cash flow is uncertain because accrual accounting requires that transactions be recorded when they occur rather than when the money is exchanged, indicating the presence of profits before actually receiving the cash can be a little dangerous. The calculations are a lot more difficult. The rules and regulations related to accrual accounting seem to be endless and ever-changing. Nobody will argue the fact that the cash method is a lot easier when managing the business's finances. But the truth is, accrual accounting requires intense bookkeeping and more time to complete accurately and correctly. Many small businesses often begin operating under a cash accounting method, and eventually they shift to the accrual method as the company grows. As a business starts getting more moving parts, it increases the need for accurate forecasting with clearly projected revenues and expenses. It's never too early to learn the pros and cons of the accrual accounting method. So definitely contact an accounting professional prior to selecting the accounting method for your business. Like, comment, and share if you found any value in this information. You can find Tax on Track on the Jumpin' Jack Tax app and at taxontrack.com. For further information, you can definitely click the link in our bio to schedule your free consultation. Have an amazing day.